to the enterprise, the entrepreneurship that's going on in Geelong. He's in the middle of all of it. So this is a guy you really need to know. Could we please welcome to the stage, Aamir Qutub.
Thanks a lot. Guys, can we put our hands together for Jason Clark, because he's doing a fantastic job. Alright, so before we start, I just wanted to understand, are we in a conference or are we in a celebration? Clap if you think it's a conference. Now clap if you think it's a celebration. So I do this every time, but I always have two presentations ready. So one is quite boring one. It has got around 85 slides. And I've got another presentation. The content is same, everything is same, and it's short, no slides, and it's an exciting one. So clap if you want a boring one. Now clap if you want an exciting one. Excellent. So, and clap if you don't care, as long as it's good and it's short. I think that clap was for short and not for good. Alright, so before we start, Jason asked me to get you to do a bit of exercise and a simple Indian yoga. So can you all please stand up for me? I'll just get up here on the stand and just do exactly as I do. It's a very simple exercise. Put your hands up like this. Make sure you are not giving the person in front of you a good massage, but do like this. Like this. Okay. Now, can you put your hands like this for me? The backs on the other side, right? Now put your left hand up. Make sure your left, not my left. Put it like this, and then join your hands together. Make sure that your thumbs are pointing the ground. Man, your thumbs needs to point the ground, exactly. Now, do exactly as I do in 1, 2, 3. Good job, guys. Alright, so today the topic of my presentation is horror stories of offshoring, but I've sort of taken the liberty to sort of talk about the horror stories of onshoring as well as the horror stories of offshoring. So by trade, I am a software developer. I run a company called Enterprise Monkey that develops websites, mobile apps, web applications, and do digital marketing. But what I'm going to do today is only trash the people in my community, like the software developers. So what really happened was that when I was young, actually I was a kid and you guys were young at that point of time, my sister had this fantastic idea. Now, have you been in this position when you wake up at 3 a.m. in the night and you have this fantastic idea and you start tossing and turning in your bed? Clap if you know what I'm talking about. So my sister had this fantastic idea and she wanted to develop a website for her business and sort of wanted to get millions out of it. At that point of time, I was studying in university, so I didn't have much capacity to help her. So she chose to go with a professional website digital agency in Melbourne. Well, that was not the case. She just didn't trust her little brother enough to get the work done. So she said, I wanted a professional agency to do it. So we contacted a professional digital agency in Melbourne. They looked at the website and they said, okay, we can do it. It's just going to cost around $18,000. And because my sister wanted to get it done professionally, so she actually invested that much amount of money. And after 3 months, they created a really beautiful, amazing website. And my sister was happy. They deployed it live, put it live, and everything was going fine. The only problem was that she wasn't getting any leads or not getting any sales through her website for the first 3 months. So my sister finally contacted me and said, look, I got this website, it's not working. Can you please have a look and sort of check what's wrong? So when I started looking at that website, because I had a bit of understanding of how a website works, I was almost studying at the moment, I looked that there was no URLs, SEO-friendly URLs. The website was not submitted on Google. There was no social media integration on the website. There were few basic things that are required for the marketing of the website that were missing from it. There were no contact forms, there were no conversion forms, there was nothing like Google Analytics or Webmaster to look and understand what's happening with the website. And she spent around $18,000 developing that particular website. So when she went back to the digital agency to get all of those work done, the digital agency said, okay, we are happy to help you with the development, but we are going to charge more, and she ended up paying more. So she had this sort of bitter taste, and then she wanted to get an application developed. So at this point of time, we decided to not go with a local organization, probably look for an organization somewhere offshore. So you would all know that we receive a lot of emails from freelancers, from different organizations. They are willing to do our apps at a very low cost. So we went with one of the providers. We provided them the specs and everything. And then the project, they actually estimated that the project would go for 3 months. It took them 12 months to come back with something that was not what we wanted. Clap if you can feel my pain. And it happens all the time. And when I looked at it, I thought that there is definitely a huge gap in the market where you have got onshore digital agencies that are willing to provide amazing service, but the prices are too high, and they are not educating the customers enough so that they know what they want. And then you have got development agencies or freelancers or SEO companies wanting to put your rank up like pretty quickly, and they are not producing the results that are good enough. So I started on my own in a small garage in Geelong, in my brother-in-law's garage. Actually, he offered me a good office space because he had enough space, but I said no, I wanted a garage because it might sound cool when I tell the story. So I chose to start in a garage in Geelong, sort of on my own, started developing websites. But what I committed to doing was I sort of wanted to ensure that when we develop a website, it's not a dumb website, because websites are not just digital versions of brochures. So they are not online brochures. They are not only meant to market your business. The sole purpose of the website is to actually generate sales for your business or generate leads for your business, to get new customers or to retain existing ones. And the websites that are out there, 80% of them are dumb websites. They do not reach your target market, not attract and engage them enough. Yet even if they do that, do not capture their details and then measure what's happening. So I ended up developing this concept of smarter website and sort of started to provide all of those services. And similarly with the web and mobile application development, as Ian mentioned, mobile application development is such a tough space. There are 4.2 million apps out there, out of which 80% of the apps are zombie apps, which means no one downloads those apps. Out of those 20% which are actually downloaded, 75% of the apps get uninstalled on the first day, which leaves you with 5% of the apps that actually survive one day in a person's phone. And even if your app survives in a person's phone, only 3.75% of all the apps on a person's phone actually remain there after 1 month. So I'm not good at mathematics, so I cannot do a 3.75 or 5%. You can do it yourself. But the fact is that it's really, the app development is a very difficult market. And when we think about, okay, I need an app, we don't think about why do you need an app. And sometimes you don't even need an application. You might go to a developer and say, I need an application, and they will build it for you. Do you know there are different types of mobile apps as well? So there are native mobile apps, but then there are hybrid mobile apps. So if your native mobile app would cost you $200, and if your app doesn't require features like Instagram, camera integration, and gyroscope and stuff like that high-level stuff, you can get the same app developed in $100, just half of the price, by developing a hybrid app. Sometimes you don't even need a mobile app. Sometimes you need a web application, probably added into a mobile app shell. If you want to see an example, download the Upstart Challenge app that we did. It's called Emergency Local. It's a web application developed in a very simple web technology that costed us around $5,000 and added into a mobile app shell. So that's what we started doing with our business. But when our business started growing, we faced the same problem that a lot of digital agencies locally face. If your business is growing, you need to hire more resources, you need to provide quality services, which means it added a lot of burden to our company. So we started looking at different options, and then we restructured our organization to be a global organization. It doesn't necessarily mean outsourcing or offshoring, but we sort of opened our organization by creating systems that would allow us to have talent from wherever it was, work together in a cloud environment and still provide the quality output. But it was a huge challenge for me because, you know, the cultures of different countries are different. So when I first moved to Australia, I was sitting in a bus, like it was my second day, I was sitting in a bus and there was this old lady that I was talking to. I just said hi, hi. And I was about to start a conversation. And the lady was very nice, she smiled and said, hey, how's it going? Now India, when you ask someone how it's going, he literally understands how are you going. So I said, yeah, I'm also going by bus. and there are things as basic as these that vary from culture to culture. Now because the teams that I work with, I understand their culture and it took me sort of 2 to 3 years to set up the processes right. But if you want to sort of just go offshore and get something developed or work with someone offshore, it becomes really difficult because you have to maintain and manage that sort of cultural difference, understanding, time zone and stuff like that. So I was up till 6 a.m. in the morning and then I sort of slept for 3 hours and came to the conference, and that sort of happens with me a lot of time. What I'm sort of trying to emphasize over here is that if you have to expand, and if you have to grow, you have to think about sort of growing global, you have to think about different avenues, think about cheaper options and stuff like that. What's important that you still stay to your core. Now we are a team of 30, so we have got sort of around 5 people from Geelong, 5 people from all around Australia, and 20 people overseas in different countries. You need to make sure that you stick to your core and develop your business and use the suppliers and providers that are around you locally. And if going offshore is not the core part of your business, it's not worth doing it just to save some costs or save some money. Also, it's not worth going and spending huge amount of money with extremely expensive digital agencies. All you need to do is to get proper knowledge and understanding, ask the right questions like, if I get an app developed, would I retain the IP or would you retain the IP? Who will retain the licenses? Are you developing it from are you developing it from a licensed or private technology, or are you developing it from an open source technology? And things like that. If I'm getting my website developed, will be Google Analytics integrated, search engine optimization integrated, social media integrated? Would it have the capability to capture the details of the people? Would it have the capability to actually, when someone comes to my website and leaves, to actually chase them back and sort of knock on sort of their door or browser and say, hey, you came on my website, you wanted to buy this shoe, how about I give you this particular shoe in 40% off or 50% off and sell the particular product? So we need to be asking all of these questions, and we need to be prepared in advance to ask these questions to the data agencies or software development firms. And if you would like to know more about it, feel free to contact me, have a meeting with me, and I will be happy to sort of take you through this process. Thank you so much for patiently listening to me, and have a great day. Thank you.